Welcome back, everybody, to Nerdy Playbook. We are back with Echoes of Bahamut. Glad to see you here. Happy Hump Day. Hopefully, everybody's week is going great. Just to let you know, we did fix the charity for the Wounded Warrior Project. Currently, we are at $50 in there, which every little dollar counts. Don't forget to look at the icon beneath the screen. That will actually take you to where you need to go. Any questions you have, it has all the information there. Any donations you want to do, it'll explain the rewards that I have for you. Maybe you want to give a character a legendary item, or you want to find out some secret information. There are some rewards for everything you can do. Every little bit you do helps, and it helps veterans get back into reality, help them find jobs. And it's a good cause. Added to that, we have two new streams that are going on, in case you don't know. One is our Star Wars stream. We've already done 2 episodes of it that has gotten pretty good. We do that every other Wednesday, so next Wednesday we'll be doing episode 3, so check that out. They just got to Nar Shaddaa, which has been very interesting. And we also have our World of Averant, a prequel series that goes over everything before Campaign 1 and going over Campaign 1 for us being rookies, being streamers at that time. So it kind of goes over like a quick little synopsis that we're still going on. So I'll be doing episode 4 of that this Friday, actually talking about our very own Alert Valerian. So stay tuned for that. That being said, let's get into it.
Temptation to make a tinfoil hat for Ryan's last weekend at the fair.
So
like how bad do I want to embarrass her on her last welcome back. We're here.
Last we left off, the team got back over to Fort Phoenix. We're able to reconvene with the rest of the group, able to find everyone in well condition, including Fina. Some discussion was had, mostly taking time to relax. Some people were eventually able to discover that Serena was not in the greatest mood, losing her father, and was trying to communicate to his sword to try to let it unlock its potential for her. Throughout the whole thing, between Helga and Murph, you're able to, in your own way, help her assist by going into the soul of the blade. And we're able to meet Mizuchi, one of the blades of Bahamut that is actually an Eidolon. Something you know very little about, but a little bit of information has been given to you, as they are some kind of brethren of Bahamut before he actually became the dragon god. Power was unlocked as Serena, now with a new fresh perspective, decided that she's going to go find her aunt and give her a chance to say her piece, but still at the ready to say her piece. Explaining to you guys what she's learned, that the 9 blades of Bahamut each hold a soul, whether the wielder knows it, of one of the Eidolons. Many of her brethren that are also related to Bahamut, but she still doesn't explain how they're related. Being trapped in there, she asks Serena to eventually take the power of the blade, find the others, and head over to a secret location where Bahamut's temple is. And when all the blades are activated, it will free them and strip Bahamut of his elder god power. She tells you she doesn't need you to come with, but she's throwing you the opportunity. A lot of you didn't really bite, but she was fine with that. She just said, this is where I'm going to be heading off. If any of you want to meet with me, she passed you the stone that is specifically for her aunt. She keeps the stone for her father. She says, by any means, if you want to help, if you want to talk, if you want me to try to get some more information from Misuchi, I can try. I'm only just a simple call away. And she heads out. And that's where we left off. So, you are still at the table at the tavern. The place itself is still getting its way back up the sorts. It's a little bit busy. It's still kind of trashed. It's been slowly but surely, some of the staff has been trying to repair it, but it's still low on stock with the, matter of you guys occasionally still stealing some bottles here or there, helping yourself. But there has been someone who's taken charge of the food and at least has tried to make like what is available as simple, kind of like stir fries of what they have available, since they had many rice barrels available. And services somewhat resumed. And Fort Phoenix is trying to get back on its full leg stand. Norin has returned back. V has returned back. And everything has started to turn relatively normal. You can even kind of see that the soldiers themselves have now kind of approached this area with more of a sort of consistent manner of politeness and business appropriate. Always, maybe this is the way that she approached it, that you should always be on the ready and you should always be in that specific attitude. Now that she is back as commander, they are now kind of ship-shape. But still, Fort Phoenix is not super busy. Many people died, but with the call, some of them have started to return. The population right now of Fort Phoenix is roughly about 500. The amount it was before people started dying was about 2,000. But people are starting to come back. Some people are even retaking the exterior posts, picking up the positions of hunters, gatherers, and trackers out in the woods. All intents and purposes, minus population loss, things are going back to normal. The day is yours. Do with it what you will.
Question really quick. Did we get a long rest?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know Helga is gonna grab whatever food, that is ready and go get Xander's ass. So she's gonna take some little to-go provisions. Because he's been asleep for too long.
And at this point, Xander, you would be awake.
You wouldn't have any idea where anybody's at, but...
No, not really.
So, yeah, sure, I'll go for it. So Xander will wake up, and I'm assuming I can press the long rest button with Xander.
Yep.
Okay.
You could press it 4 times.
Oh, yeah! Also.
You got 48 hours of long rest. You're good.
No exhaustion.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, right? Sleep is for the weak!
He jolts awake and he's like, what day is it? Where's everybody?
They left me again.
Where's my crap? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm guessing
it's been
supplies
6
and
years,
everything would be
Xander.
next to me. My supplies is next to me. I'm like, okay, at least my stuff's here.
But Fiona's gone.
Yeah, it smells a little. It looks like there was people here. Maybe my party was here. I think I'm still. It looks like I'm still in Fort Phoenix. I don't know how the hell I got here, but I guess I might as well step out, clean up a bit, and see what's going on.
Okay. You change your clothes, get redressed, clean up whatever you can, and you start heading your way down the inn. The inn itself is starting to clean itself up, as well as you assume within the next couple days they're going to start restricting, you got to pay for rooms. But at this current point, no one's really batting an eye that you randomly just came out without spending any coin. Saving account, no one still knows who any of you are. Obviously, Serafina, the more powerful people around here do know who you are, but there hasn't been like any PSA, announcement that's necessarily said, hey, this is the group that at least scared off the creature that killed a bunch of people. No one's really stated, no one's really made an announcement. And it's not really planned to, not like anything against you, but it's just like, it's not at the top of the list to just randomly reward, be like, by the way, these people right here.
You did your jobs. Good job.
So no one really knows. They just kind of like look at you, and no one really says anything. But you can see that there's some people that are kind of taking into account that's like, okay, well, this room's being used right now. Let's check on them in like a day, and maybe we'll mention it to them that you kind of want to leave unless you want to pay.
Sure.
But you're able to make your way out of the inn, and you are surprised to see that there is not really bustling, but there is a larger crowd than when you started healing Fira.
Sure. And so as I'm walking around a little bit, trying to get my bearings, realize how hungry I am. I'm like, oh my god, I haven't ate anything like 3 days. 2-3 days.
Oops, Helga with a bowl of rice.
And Fiona with a bottle of alcohol.
Yeah, right. That's what you need when you're totally starving. Put some booze in that belly.
Yeah, alcohol. Yeah.
Booze and carbs. Let's go.
Booze and carbs. Absolutely.
Here's
feels
some
so good.
some bread with that rice. I mean, it might be a little, on the crunchy side, but it might be more of a crouton and some bread. But
I'm gonna come up to
Yes, soak it.
Xander.
You soak it in enough alcohol, and it'll come back to
Right.
life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up to Xander and just slug him in the arm and just be like, "Thank you,
Hey,
I'm a slug him.
thank you
I'm a
for
slug
keeping
him
me alive."
I'm a slug him in the other arm. Hey, you did a good
Pop
job.
the bottle in front of him. I said, "Really, thank you. I owe you."
Oh, that's all right. It's all the day's work for Xander the Magnet.
As you just hear something from the
When-
background, shut up!
Yeah, that was me. I was gonna say. Did you hear Renora pop her head out from the tavern? Hey, you can officially sing "You Bring People Back from the Dead."
Yes, absolutely.
Xander sits and
A
Helga
miracle
starts.
worker.
Helga starts rubbing his shoulders like a champ, like an MME champ, just in the corner, just like, come on, we gotta get you back up.
Come on, bud. Come on.
Back
come
up
on,
and
come on,
fighting
come on.
shit. Yeah, come on.
Yes. I'm feeling inspired. Let's go eat drink.
Okay.
Catch
You
me
can
up
definitely
on
tell
what's
that
been
currently the
going on.
place is definitely not really appreciative of any kind of music at this current point, but there is plenty of alcohol and food to be had.
Day drinking. Let's go.
Hey.
Currently, right now, there is like some bottles that are at the table that you can share without having to spend any gold. There are a couple of them they procured. Some of them are kind of like a sort of scotch. Another one is a really, 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 really old bottle of wine. Depending on how much is left of that. I know some of you took some big gulps. And kind of like some... it kind of looks like a vodka of sorts, like a colored vodka, like a flavored kind of drink of some sorts. And there's been kind of like
Pinkies up.
everybody's been kind of like grabbing bottles here and there before the staff coming back in. So there's like a little bit of a hearty amount of large
It's a flight
dusty
board.
bottles. Yeah,
There
pretty
should
much
be,
a
like,
super-sized
tons
flight
of
board.
There should be tons of bottles on the table if this is still the same day.
Yeah, it's still saying that there's plenty of
Yeah,
bottles.
whatever.
on the table.
Because Luna and Mixus were grabbing all the bottles, remember?
Yes.
Divers.
Yes.
All of them.
Mhm.
We even
And we were just
climbed on the shelves.
Also, Xander, Luna's back. She's very excited to see everyone. So just warning you now, she might do the whole like run, tackle hug.
Mm.
So
Okay. Pleasant surprise. All right. Okay. I'm excited.
she's currently helping Mixus gather alcohol. So we're gonna
Wow.
let them help
Is it
help them help
all
us.
for Mixus to drink, or like are we sharing
No.
this? No.
I think we're sharing
She's
this,
been
but
bringing it over.
Mm.
Have a bottle.
All right. Well, we need. Some
we're
new
playing a
inspiration
game. It's
for-
called What's in the Bottle?
What's in the bottle? All right. It's better than spin the bottle. And also,
Is
I
it
need
though?
inspiration.
I don't know.
Is
You must have just been playing with the wrong people, because, like, spin the bottle games go great for me. So, I played some that one day that there was the 8 of us. We played, you know, you get it.
Yes.
So-
yeah, let's go drink and be merry.
Okay, so you make your way to the table. Plenty of booze to be had. You can see that the assortment of cups that everybody grabbed, there's like no matching pairs. Many of them have gotten destroyed, so they found what few glass or clay mugs were available. There's really nothing that really matches the bottles there, but everybody's drinking whatever they find fancy at the moment, whether it's mead, wine, whatever. So the at this point, like the person who's now taking charge of the bar has now kind of made sure that the little gremlins of Mixus and Luna stop just jacking booze.
Rating.
And they're like, I
Well, we're
understand
not there.
that there was a little.
We're going through all the hotel rooms now to find booze.
Oh, okay.
We've already done the whole bar, so it's
Beautiful.
time to go to.
Renora's just sitting at the table that Mixus and Luna drop off all the booze at and playing Guess What's in That Bottle by
I'm
taking a sip and being like, wine. And like,
Like,
I don't
like
know how
Nobody
Renora's
but
still
herself.
standing.
Like-
She's been drinking the past, like, 3 days.
Luna just rips off like a bed sheet and
only the
immediately
truth.
goes to all these, helps you go through these rooms as if like there's like the little like airline little flight bottles that you can grab, and just
Oh.
grabs a bunch of little
Oh,
little
hell yeah.
mead and wine
Yeah.
bottles.
Did we find anything else in
Well,
the
I love
rooms?
that.
You can give me an
Like
investigation
warm
check.
wedding rings?
Ah,
Yeah.
It's,
investigation.
That's like a wind chime
Hi,
coming down the hallway.
Renora. Oh.
14.
14.
Uh-huh.
Going through the room, since most of them are not occupied right now, and some of them are stuff that are left over, you mostly find a lot of booze. I'd say you can find yourself, you find yourself 12 gold pieces and 7 silver. Other than that, no major items of taken into account, since many of the rooms were kind of busted into by the group of you when Funera unfortunately fell, and a lot of you were trying to find things of worth, potions and whatnot already. So it's mostly kind of already been kind of gone through.
Random.
Okay, is there anything like that would be randomly like fell like behind furniture or under the bed or stuff like that? I'm tiny, so I could just run down.
I'll let you give me another investigation check, since essentially Luna's helping you.
Yay.
Small
Oh,
trick.
not bad. That's only a 6.
Okay, so as you're going through, I'd say you don't really find anything of worth to other people, depending on if it's worth to you. I mean, you mostly find like random odds and ends. I'd say you might, maybe like there's like a kid's stuffed bear down there. There's like a little, there's like some like clothes hanging on, nothing that has like magical value, but you see like some hoods and different kind of clothing, but nothing of real worth.
I'm just gonna squirrel it all away and take it
Okay.
and bring it to the table.
Okay.
Be like, Renora! Ha,
Huh, huh.
here! And I hand you the teddy bear.
Oh, thanks.
Just toss it back there. Thanks.
Just an
We all
avocado.
Do
Thanks.
the 3 of us all see Mixus give Renora a teddy bear? Like, is it the same, like, within eye shot?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you guys
Because
are all
Helga
at the
just
same
bursts.
table.
Helga bursts out into laughter, like 100% straight giggle fit, like straight
it. Renora-
hyena dog giggle fit.
Sets it down on the table right next to the other, like the stuff,
Bottles of booze.
the other stuff that you guys had dropped off, and she's just kind of like, okay. Thank you.
I found this, and I just
Aw,
throw
our
all
little
the
teddy
clothes.
bear.
I found all the clothes, and I just throw them on the table. I found these things.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
And
And then
I
I'm
look
just
at-
gonna like open up the designer luggage and arm sweep with the clothes and everything, just like shoo.
Just cat sweep it right into the
Yeah,
into the
and cat
luggage.
sweep everything in there, and then she's gonna take a minute, look at the teddy bear, and then put it back up on the table. But once everybody's like looking away and doing their own thing, she's gonna be like, and then put the bear back on the table.
And then,
Nobody
and
can
then
see.
I'm guessing Luna puts all the tiny little bottles of alcohol on the table.
Yep. Yeah, just like drops down, like opens up a bag and just like drops down like 50 bottles of like airline flight bottles.
Perfect.
Yeah. DM, can I make a perception check to see if I see Renora put the teddy bear in the luggage?
Sure.
Yes. Or to pull it back out, because that's the thing I'm making.
No. You put, what you were trying to be sneaky about.
Yeah, pulling out the teddy bear. Feelings? Never seen one.
No,
What are those?
don't we know it?
What'd you get?
10.
Yeah, no, not
10.
with her being a rogue.
No.
Yeah, no way.
Sorry, bud.
You are not able to
Could've
see
swore
that
you saw me
last
put
like
it in
slide.
there,
And then Luna and me would be like, okay, now it's time to go look at the rest of the town. Yeah.
but beautiful.
And we're gonna go outside. We're gonna just scurry outside and start.
We'll
doing
be in here
business,
drinking.
all the things.
Yes.
I'm gonna try
With
and
the
follow
small-
Mixus.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
I hope
Mixus,
you
where are you
can
going with Luna?
We're gonna go to each of the buildings and start investigating all of them and see what we can find.
Okay.
Please walk in on V interrogating Xander. That would be so funny.
No, you're in the tent.
Yeah, you're in
I'm
the tent.
going to the tent.
So,
That's Sarah.
Yeah, unfortunately, not to burst your bubble, but currently most of the buildings have already been kind of taken over again.
Yeah.
The blacksmith building, actually at this point, is locked down with an actual sign that says is that reconstruction in progress, inventory being taken care of, will be opening up in several days. I gotta remember the specific what every location is in here. We got the smithy, we got the tavern, which
What about
you
the
got.
little tents?
The tents themselves you can go through, but most of them have been refilled up with any soldiers that have come back.
I feel like Serafina would just or Mixus would just be looking for like little odds and baubles and random little things like like that kind of stuff. Not
Yeah,
anything
there's
that's
really
worth of
nothing. I mean,
value.
with the soldiers now being like more making sure that everything is tip top, they're making sure even everything on the ground's picked up. So there's really nothing hanging around.
Okay.
Is Boulder
How
outside?
dare they be efficient?
Boulder's doing his usual
Or is
thing,
he
and
here?
he's walking around, and he's mostly sticking out with the trackers, the hunters, and the gatherers, which are outside the actual fence walls.
Okay.
His sense of smell and hearing is pretty great, so if anything happens, he just will hop the fence and make his way to you guys, but he doesn't find
He
himself
wants to be
beneficial.
independent.
Yeah, he doesn't find himself beneficial to be restricted in such a tight space, so he'd rather be out in the woods until he is required.
Okay.
But
Renora's gonna take those tiny bottles of liquor that Luna dropped off and pretend to feed some of them to the bear. Be like, oh, you want a sip? I'll do it for you.
Oh, my.
Put all the empty bottles in a little pyramid.
Right?
Oh,
Imagine somebody comes
Renora.
over at some point, like, what are you doing? Nothing. Like-
I'll be like, don't waste these on the spare. No, okay, I'll
Renora, quit wasting the alcohol.
I'm not
on the damn stuff.
dumping them on the bear. I'm
Fair enough.
act like you never played pretend before.
bear.
so if nothing's
Yes, Xander was deprived as a child. He had no teddy bears.
Xander's like, what is that?
Yes.
To be
no,
fair, hold
Xander
on.
What
has
is that
all
small
this
child
excess
on the table?
He has all this excess energy to deal with, so he's like, ah!
To be fair, Helga is also like, what's the point of, like, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I do not understand.
Murph,a are you
Explain.
in the tavern with us?
I am.
Okay. Xander is going to approach you. He goes, Murph,a, I haven't seen you in forever. It feels like forever. It's only been... How long have I been out for?
how long you been
Oh,
out for?
DM, how long?
You only been out for 2 days.
Right.
You've been
but
up
it
for
feels
6 years.
What?
Feels like
I am
This
so
is the
hyped up.
future.
I'm so hyped up and inspired, and I brought somebody back from the dead. And at least I think I did. I don't know. I was kind of in a trance, but I got all this energy, and I want to challenge you to an arm wrestling contest.
Oh shit.
that's the choice.
That is the
Yep.
choice.
That is
Helga,
all the
again.
things you could do.
Of all the things I can
Helga
do.
just puts her arm around Renora and it's just like, this is gonna be good.
This is so good.
Murphy, is this gonna take off the Balrog gauntlet?
Oh, no,
Let's go,
no magic.
Boyle.
No magic.
Well, I took it off. I took
That's
it
why he's
off.
taking it off, yeah.
Okay.
I took it off.
All right. Let's do it.
Helga and
So-
Renora just
I
eating
don't
little
care if I get
croutons.
beat,
I love it.
feel
I'm gonna
alright.
turn the bear so it can face.
So, as you two get into the arm wrestling position, Murph wins. Like, that's just gonna happen, you know? It's,
Right.
Wait, actually, Murphy would like to let Xander try his hardest
okay.
and then start
Yes.
going down and then come up a little bit. And then he's gonna let Xander put his arm down. He's gonna let Xander win.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, you sure? Your god really powered you up there, boy. I almost tore my arm off.
I am so rested.
Eh,
I
you
am
better
such
get your
energy.
healing spells ready, otherwise I won't be able to throw that left. Yeah. He's gonna- Murph's gonna side eye Renora and Helga.
Ooh.
Wow, you suck, Murphda.
Small fucking victories, ladies. Small fucking victories.
Don't know
Hey,
him.
I'm not short.
Bet you can't do that again, Xander.
You're
Bet you
on.
5
Best of
gold
three,
you can't
best of
do it
three.
again. No, nobody wants to take me on the bet.
Xander, you wanna go 2 for 3, Xander? I let you win once. Keyword. Once.
All right,
Everybody
all
gets
right.
one, right?
Everybody gets
Spider-Man?
one.
Isn't that right, Peter?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
You only get one.
You only get one, Peter. Oh, apparently you only get one.
Dang.
I tell you what. How about instead of arm wrestling, we have a drinking contest?
I'm not drinking right now, lad.
You're not. Wow, a lot
I
has
mean-
changed since I
Oh,
woke up.
Ezra, no. Drink.
Yeah, Helga just takes the bottle and is just like, well, more for us. Like,
Right.
Yep. Oh, I
Helga's had
appreciate
enough
your
of trying to
choices.
make connections with people, so she's just like, yep.
He's
Alcohol,
gonna
my
leave.
only friend.
I love it.
Since Xander's like directly across the table from arm wrestling him, he's gonna lean in and be a little more quiet. I had promised myself I wouldn't drink till I avenged Finra, actually,
Okay,
and
I can admire that.
we still haven't technically, even though she's alive, and
Mm.
I don't really know how to feel about it, but we'll see what we all decide to do.
Yes.
At least that.
Hero was she was a harbinger of great consequences. Yes, we have to strategize somehow how to get rid of her with all these demons and gods and things running around. We gotta start somewhere. Trying to get them head.
Sandra, I went. You can ask Helga. Helga, come here.
Whoa!
We went inside a fucking sword and met a fucking god. A god before
Wow.
the gods were gods.
Shut up. No, you didn't.
That's
Oh yeah, that was
Prove
actually
it.
pretty cool. The wielder, the wielder was
Mixer
kind of
didn't
a,
happen.
the wielder.
I mean, Helga got kicked out halfway through, and
Yeah, I
I
was
had
gonna
to
say
finish the
the-
job by myself. But that's neither here nor there.
The wielder was kind of a bitch, but you know what? The
Oh.
god itself was pretty cool.
Oh, you're talking big now, aren't you?
Oh.
now she's just not there.
Personality clashes.
Now that exactly.
That's different. That's different.
Wow.
Different.
I thought,
They-
like-
they clash a little bit.
Like, does every weapon have like a person in it or a god in it? Like,
Supposedly, there's 9.
oh,
Now, I would, I'm sorry, player to DM. Xander would know that Finra and Mixus are sharing one of the blades?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So there's 8 more, other than the one you guys already got, or at least Mixus and Finra. So...
And one resides with... So there's really only 7.
Oh.
7 that we don't know.
Did you? Are you still in the tavern?
No, I went to follow Mixus out.
Got
Keep
it.
her out
Okay.
of trouble.
Yep.
Yeah, you just see Naruto run all over the place trying to grab shit.
You look out the window. There's
Yeah.
I'm like slowly putting stuff back in order behind her.
right. Like,
Just a dust cloud. Like,
I love
All
it.
of a sudden, we end up on a roof of a building somehow. Me and
Right.
Nina,
It's like a
and we're
Scooby-Doo
"What
chase
the
scene.
Every so
hell?"
often, if a soldier's gonna look her way, I like wave them over so they're looking at me instead.
Yeah. What's that?
Howdy do.
over there.
Sorry,
Over there!
didn't mean to cut you off, Murph.
No, it's fine. So there's 7 more, which
Mm.
either the blade you have or that Celine has might know where the other blades are. Now, if you want to kill a god, having a blade with a god in it might be the right way to go. But what the fuck do I know?
Right. I mean, the weapons Kargura made for us were pretty badass, and they could at least do some damage against immortals and demons and devils and stuff. So we have something, but we can always get stronger. We can always challenge them more. I don't want to lose like that ever again. Xander doesn't lose twice.
Agreed.
When did we say we were gonna kill a god? I'm not there, but as a player.
You guys
devils.
were supposed to go kill Ira.
Yep.
I didn't think she was an actual god, though.
She's not technically a god. She's an immortal.
Yeah.
She's on the level
With
of a
that.
god, but she is not a god.
Got it.
Killing an immortal would be good to have a blade with an
She
immortal
is
in it.
she is close to a god, but there's nothing like her. She is one of a kind since she is the plague, essentially. So she's kind of like as close to a god as a god to a devil. But she's just her
Fair
own
enough.
thing. But
Version.
yes, her powers are kind of unpredictable because no one's faced anything like her before. So there's like no textbook of like how to fight her. You just know that
It's
you have weapons that can break immortality, and you know that she's a demon, so you can at least do some damage to her with your weapons a little more effectively than other weapons would. But outside of that, you're very limited with what you know other than the about 3 minutes you fought her.
It makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
it's a throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks kind of method.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, you're at least already on a good head start. You know that you couldn't have killed her before because you had no ability to stop immortality. By all intents and purposes, your weapon doesn't stop her from being immortal. It just stops her from having her immortality regenerate herself immediately. And your demonic weapons will allow you to get a certain boost specifically against her and her kind. Outside of that, you don't know what her resistance are. You don't know what her powers or how high they can be. You don't know if technically fighting against Fate V is stronger than her, or fighting against her is stronger than Fate V. You don't even know where the curve is. You're limited to what you know, but you at least have a good head start.
And from a player perspective, I know we beat V, but the last time we faced Ira, Fenrir
We got our ass kicked, yeah.
Yeah, and you were already kind of
That's something
told
I like to remember.
that she was holding back, that she wasn't actually trying to kill you. She was trying to get you out of the way so she could go for Seraphina. And then once she ran out of
Right.
time and she had to leave, she decided to say, fine, fuck you. And then she decided to take one of you down. So,
right?
yeah, so you didn't
don't
get to
even know
really
what
see her do
her-
anything other than her basic moves.
Right.
Got it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Don't go after.
I do think strategizing is going to be the best way to go, but might want to let the, people in charge strategize. They may have more knowledge on this person than we do.
Yeah, or find some leads on it. Agree. I'll either gain more power or find more weaknesses in her. Either way. But justice must be had.
So, Renora, what'd you name your teddy bear?
Fuck you, and then I throw the teddy bear at you.
You can't throw the baby.
No, I just
The
said
baby.
yeah,
I'm gonna catch it. Murphy's gonna catch the teddy bear and put it in front of his face so it faces Renora. Why would you throw me, Renora? I thought you loved me. Give me a hug. And he's gonna hold it out to her
It
again.
got weird.
Shut
got
up,
weird.
and then I'm just gonna like spike it down so that it falls. I don't know. Are you over by me? Am I by? Ideally into the bag of holding the designer luggage, but if not, then the floor. Then I'll throw it in there.
Yeah.
As like, haha, I don't care, but.
But deep down, I do.
Oh, yeah. Don't let Renora hear you say that. But yeah.
Oh, she'll whisper it. Oh, she does care.
Nope. And shut up.
Right.
I'm gonna get it a little pink bow.
So I guess, what's our next move? Going forward.
Well, I would say go kill Ira, but we already saw how that went, so I would maybe wait for, again, one of the higher-ups in the place to
We need a plan.
come up with a
Yeah.
plan, or tell us where to go, or tell us what they need. I mean,
Okay.
that's what I would do, because us, like I said, us going out on our own is only going to get a repeat, so...
Yeah.
And I feel like we got very lucky this last time, so I don't feel
Sure.
like tempting fate. Ha 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 ha.
Yes. We all love to do tempt fate. My God. If I could write a book about tempting fate.
Mhm. Oh, also, Xander. Just for funsies, she's gonna hold out the ring, or she's gonna show him the ring, and I'm gonna say,
That's pretty nice.
Zula and I had a talk.
No.
It was very enlightening.
Okay. Okay. How enlightening is this?
As I will leave that to your imagination. I got to see her super secret palace. It was beautiful, very wispy, very
Well,
cloudy.
I'm so
And she wants you to
happy
come-
for you.
She wants you to come too.
Oh, she does. Oh,
She does.
Okay. She does.
So at some point in time, when you're, not so bouncy,
okay.
then
Yeah.
I know she'd very much like to talk to you as well.
Okay.
So this
That's good to
ring
know.
should allow me to bypass all the religion-y stuff.
All the praying and all the things.
Stuff.
Stuff.
Magic fix. That's what magic does. It fix.
Yeah. It does. It can. You gotta try really hard, but yeah. No, she's been great to us. I definitely.
I know. She gave me a ring. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
She literally
No.
put a ring on it.
Wow. Commitment. Helga
I was gonna
says
say,
she
like,
put
man,
everything
if I was wishy-washy before, man, look at this thing. It's so pretty and sparkly.
Right.
I'm not really much of a ring person, fighting and the sword, the axe,
Yeah, I didn't think anybody.
So when's the wedding?
we're going over invitations right now, and deciding on like location can get a little bit difficult because
Of course, yeah, especially at this time of year.
Don't stand
Yeah.
there.
she can only be on
Crush
this
on a god.
she can only be on this plane of existence for a certain amount of time.
Oh.
So like we have
all the
to,
details and
it might be
logistics,
one of
yeah.
those like flash weddings
Mm.
where we might just sign the papers and just have a party instead.
And
Like
then you find out she has 50 other
I know.
wives and husbands.
Right.
It's a whole party.
Zeusing
I'll
it
keep
up in
ya.
here.
I'll let you know when we have a date. How about that?
Oh yeah, I expect an invitation.
Oh,
Self-delivered.
Absolutely, bridesmaids, baby.
I just imagine us sitting in the same room. You sending a dove.
Helga start working on her like Rafita.
Right? Like,
God has changed. Jeez. You got a ring from my god.
give me a sloppy
Our God.
invitation. Renora throws it back.
Oh.
Do better. Like,
Yeah.
What is this cheap crap?
what is this
Yeah.
crap?
Yes.
I can't even read this.
Honestly, yeah, because Helga's handwriting is pretty
would be
shit. So,
right.
like, it's
Hey, for a calligrapher, come on.
Come
Yeah.
on.
So I take it you solved your puzzle. And all
Yes.
is solved in the world.
the
Okay.
puzzle has been solved,
Ah.
and this was the treat inside the box. You know.
Oh, very good.
Yeet.
All right.
But yeah, so once you've gotten your, energy out,
Yes.
then we'll have to go have a talk. Because she told me some
Absolutely.
things that I feel like you need to hear from her. I mean, I could do
Right.
my best to explain it,
Hmm.
but
So we'll do it. Do it.
Yeah.
We'll do justice. Very good. All right. Yes. I do owe her thanks for everything she did for Fiona,
mhm.
and it's only due right that
Oh, also, you've been unconscious this whole time. Stilik's dead.
By the way.
By the
By the
way,
way.
Oh, yeah.
that is terrible. I'm sure there was a lot that happened that really
Nah.
sucks. He wasn't the worst. He was different, but he was at least helped us out.
he made sure we all got out alive.
Yeah. Oh. Got it.
And now
That's-
his kid's a little angry about that. That was the whole thing of like, hey,
I
I'm
would
going
be
off to
angry
go
too.
find that. That would be why she was all extra spicy today. Was she's going to try and sort some things out. But-
Okay. I mean, I would be extra angry and sassy if things didn't work out with Fiona. I'm sure we would have been on the warpath already.
I mean, we kind of
So-
still are.
Well,
Yeah.
they already were, so you're good on that.
Okay. There.
All warpath, no death.
Warpath.
Hey.
All destruction, no consequences.
A little death. Just a sprinkle of death. Mostly warpath, though.
No one we
Just
care
one
about
stupid
though.
guy.
Yeah, no one we
just
care
one
about
stupid
though.
Okay. Lot has happened. Well,
Celine,
I'm ready to perform and have extravaganza Xander's back show, but who knows when that will happen.
Maybe the higher ups will host a party. Everyone's coming back from the dead. People are rejoicing. Maybe rally the spirits a little bit. But again,
love
I
that.
wouldn't start. The locals around here right now, just like gauging at the crowd. Like I don't think they're ready for your magnificence just yet.
Okay, we'll bottle it up. We'll
Besides, you
savor
haven't
it.
you haven't practiced in a couple days. You need to.
Yeah, I gotta warm up.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can't go half-assed at it. For sure. Zilla wouldn't appreciate a half-assed performance. She wants the whole ass performance.
Oh, she wants that
That
whole
was
ass. Let me tell you.
I set you up for that.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's figure out where we're going from here, I guess, and what the next step is.
DM, is the sending stone still on the table?
Yeah.
Murta's gonna have picked it up and put it on edge and started spinning it with one finger.
Okay.
That's it for right now.
Okay.
Mixus is in the guard's tower.
Excellent.
Why?
Why
Say
not?
hi.
Why not?
Fiona's talking to the guards
Silly.
below,
It
making sure they
mixes.
don't see her because she
Okay.
really wants to see how far this will go.
I'm saying hi. Are there any ones in there?
No.
In the guard tower? Well, then I'm gonna climb on the roof
Okay. You're on the roof.
to get a better look.
Okay.
And what do I see outside the fort?
You can give me an investigation check.
Okay. Is Luna on the roof with me?
I'll say that she went onto the parallel roof too, so she's on the other one.
Wait. Because I'm on this one.
Yeah.
I'm right here. On that roof. I got 17.
Looking around as it is ending to further into nighttime, everything starts looking back to normal. The prairie to the north of the gates, the woods surrounding, you can start seeing campfires within the woods. Different races of various are making camp in different spots. And it's starting to look pretty much just like how it was before you guys were attacked by Ira. You even see in the far distance, I'd probably say, and you can only see as far due to the fact that, like, you're looking way over the plains. You can't see the details, but what looks like several caravans that are like a couple miles away, but they're making way down. From this distance, you can't make detail of like anything about them, but you can see that caravans are starting to make their way to you, assumingly supplies, more soldiers. The moon itself at this point would probably be at quarter, and it's not very cloudy.
I go, Mama V, there's people coming!
What sort of people?
It looks like a caravan. It looks like all kinds of supplies, and maybe more searchers. Yeah.
How far out?
Several miles.
Can you keep watch and make sure they're not attacked?
Oh, yeah, sure.
They're pretty much passing the point of where you guys landed when you guys came back from when you guys were teleported back. They're pretty much around that point, but you guys are kind of like on the side. They're actually on the main road. But yeah, they don't look like a threat, but if you want to just keep your eyes on them just to make sure that nothing intercepts them or steals from them or attacks them, you can.
We're a little bit. Yep. Can I yell? Like, I know it's not going to be loud enough, but I'm going to try to yell all the way to Luna and be like,
Luna! I could hear you upstairs, so I couldn't hear you through the mic.
Okay. I'm going to just say, Luna, what do you see? I'm just going to yell it, even though I don't think she's going to hear me, but, like, I'm going to yell it as loud
She's
as I
gonna yell
possibly
back.
can.
Caravan! I see a caravan! Lots of trees!
We see the same thing! It says to
gonna
keep
shake
an
her
eye on it!
Don't announce it to the world or anything.
As you can see that there's a couple guards that are on the opposite side of the gates, just like look at you, and then these are the guards that like let you in originally, as they just kind of just like just don't even look at them, just ignore them. It just don't, just keep eyes forward.
Probably for the best.
I'm gonna stay up there for a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. For the group in the tavern, anything you want to do? Otherwise, we'll just have time progress.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think time progresses.
So we'll progress throughout time. Is there anything specific before sleep time that Mixus and Luna and Fiona want to do?
I want to pull Mixus aside. Luna can still be there and just ask her, Mixus, you heard what they said about our weapons, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
I agree with you. I don't think they should be released, but do you think maybe we should try and just contact them? Is there a secret power to our weapons that we don't know about?
Maybe. I pull mine out and go, hello?
Maybe
No.
not here. Maybe
Oh.
not in front of everyone.
Oh.
I'm gonna lead her to a secluded spot, and
Okay.
I'm hoping Luna follows as well.
Okay, let me roll a perception check to see how quickly Luna will eventually figure out, but let's see if she notices in time. Yeah, so she doesn't see anything, which is she's just scrambling down and starts making her way, kind of like wondering what's going on.
when we get to a secluded area, I'll just let Mixus know. Let's maybe put them on the ground together and talk to them. And Luna, if anything weird goes on, if we look like we're in a trance and hurting, please wake us up if you can.
Okay. You're not going to intentionally try to get yourself hurt, are you? I don't want that.
No.
I don't want that either.
No.
I'd rather
No.
not die twice in a short amount of
that'd be
time, or
preferable.
even a long amount of time.
In any amount of time.
So I think what we're going to do, because they were saying something about how the fact that like they were like sucked into this realm of this like this different weapon, and so we're curious if that's going to happen to us, and if we look like we're getting hurt, then you could try to pull us out, or keep an eye out, watch out, make sure nobody comes by us and messes with us.
Oh,
All
okay.
of the above. We'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Oh, yeah,
You need guard.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. I'll get right. She immediately pulls out her crossbow, and she's all set. She's gonna actually decide to bless you two. And she is going to cast it at a higher level, so you actually can. Whenever you have to make an ability check or saving throw, you can roll a d8 to add it to its number.
Oh, fancy. Okay, and then I'm gonna like put mine by her fees, and then I'm gonna get real close to the ground, like real close to the weapon, and go, "Hello, are you there? Hello,
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna
do you
sit
want to
down
talk? Hello."
and Mr. Mrs. Old God. Hello? And I'm gonna tap on the weapon.
Okay, tap on the weapon, nothing happens.
Is this how they did it?
Mark,
Hello?
Marco.
Are you there?
Nothing happens.
And look at me because it's like, are we doing it right?
Hey, you. Do you want to talk? Let's talk. Psst.
Apparently, our group met your brother or sister. We know you're in there.
Hello? Hello?
Both of you give me religion checks.
That's what I was ready for.
13.
Okay.
I got a 13.
17.
Okay.
Can you
Mixus,
add the blessing on there?
yeah. So if you want to apply
If
the
you want
bless, you
to.
could. Before I tell you if it's good or not, what you got for your rolls, it's up to you.
Sure. What is it? You
A
said
D8.
D8. Okay. Roll.
I'm
That's a
gonna
5.
save it.
Okay, so you both got. Okay, got it. So,
No, I
Add-
just got a 5.
well, right, but you add it to the number you had before.
Yeah.
So, at this point, you guys have like the blades touching each other, or you just have them next to each other.
As close as possible.
You can feel that every time you touch it, tap it, try to talk to it. It's not like nothing happens, but almost like there's a slight reverberation to the metal of the bow and the axe that you have. Almost as if like communication is key, but maybe you're doing it wrong. You can definitely tell that step one is to definitely get the blades together, which you did so far. You're trying to talk to it, but you can definitely tell that you're approaching it the wrong way, but you're not really sure what the right way is.
I'm gonna
Should
put
we
one
put-
hand on it and hold my other hand for Mixus.
Okay?
Okay, should we put them on top of each other? Maybe they have to
Why
be
not?
fully touching.
Maybe. And
Okay.
I'm gonna help her do that.
Okay.
Hello?
Mixus, where are your hands right now?
I'm gonna do one hand in Fee's hand, and then one hand on the pile of weapons.
Okay. As soon as you cross the weapons, you both hold each other's hands, and then you do patty cake with it, the whole nine. You immediately just feel this jolt to your body as you immediately get stuck, and your eyes immediately roll over as you get sent into this other world.
Bullshit.
It takes like about 10 seconds as you can just feel your body almost sinking into the ground. You just feel yourself just falling out of yourself, and you can really tell what it's working, but you're not sure of like if this is supposed to be like a trip or if this is supposed to be safe. You're not quite sure. But
and
you
my
get
eyes
pulled in.
squeezed shut. Don't like falling. Don't like falling.
Trip it.
As you start falling, you start seeing the same thing you saw when you're on Bahamut's hand. You start seeing the 9 realms as you're falling, but you're like you have no stopping point. You keep falling, and you splash through space like water until
That was
the world
interesting.
flips, and now you are standing up. You
Hello?
enter
Getting
into
my
this currently an empty world. It looks like it's a large room filled itself up with blues, purples, and reds. Crystals, and what you see is statues of different kind of dragons all over the place. Ancient dragons, young dragons, adult dragons, the whole 9 all over the place. As you can see that there's no other doors in here. In fact, you were just kind of warped in here. This is a closed-in space, probably about 100 by 100. Ceiling is about 30 feet high. And the way the dragons are actually on here is they're actually stretched out. So they're not actually up. Like they're actually like on floors, and they kind of make the walls.
Is there an echo? Hello?
You don't really get a full echo, but if you like go loud enough, you do kind of get a sort of reverberation that kind of starts off as an echo, but it doesn't really lead anywhere to bounce itself off.
Go and look at the dragons and be like, "Are you alive? Hello? Hello? Mr.
You just-
Dragon?"
Okay, you look on the dragons, just saying something does not do anything.
I'm gonna poke one.
Okay, you poke one. You immediately get a shock.
Oh.
Immediately, the dragon itself glows blue.
Well,
Think
then I
it's
switch
something.
to Draconic and be like, "Oh, we come in peace. I just want to talk to you. But please?"
Okay, as you start speaking to Draconic, a mural of words starts sprouting all over the walls. To awaken the one within, you must waken the ones without. Only the guardians of your realm can awaken the guardians of this.
Oh. Do they mean? I think it is it in Draconic?
Yes, Draconic.
I'm guessing.
Mhm.
So I repeat it in common or in elvish for Fee, and be like, I think they have to do with the actual Remember I was telling you the people that I followed when I came into this realm for a while?
Yeah.
They were guardians or arbiters or whatever they were for this freaking realm. And I guess they were people that were helping out with things, all this stuff. And you remember there was a little green one who kept feeding me cookies and such? Yeah, I think they're the ones that can open or talk to this person. We can't.
Well, that's bull.
I know, right?
So we have
mean,
the
I'll
weapons
ask
and we
when-
can't talk.
I'll ask one more time. I guess I could start to name off the names of the people that I remember from hanging out with them. I mean, you already met one. That was the Hellsforger.
Think
So-
we could call on him again?
Think so? I don't know if he can come here. This is kind of a weird pocket dimension, but yeah. So I'm just gonna start naming the names. I'm gonna try to translate the names as best as I can into Draconic of the different guardians of the last campaign.
Okay. As you consistently speak off all the names, Nothing happens.
I wish I knew more.
So you brought us in here and you're not gonna talk to us?
Rude.
I translate. I translate into Draconic.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Any idea how to get out of here?
I don't know.
You know, if you're not gonna talk to us, you want to send us back?
Nothing happens.
No, this is your life now.
Is there one of the statues that looks like a green dragon?
Campaign.
Yes, there is a statue that looks like the Green Dragon.
I knew
Yes.
it. I effing knew
Okay.
it.
I didn't know
so-
what the green
so
dragon
there's
do.
So to kind of give out the murals of this, north wall, green. West, blue. East, red. South, black.
And we go to the green one and be like, "Hey, friend. I don't know if you can hear this. I hope you survived. But if you're the same one from Khalid, Marco." I say it in Draconic.
You're back in Draconic. Polo.
Can you help us? We're stuck.
I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on right now. I just heard you, and I just decided to start playing the game. So, where are you?
Okay, well, I'm actually inside of a weapon.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm inside of, okay, so, and I speed read through what happened since I left
Uh-huh.
him. And then I go, and Bahamut gave us these weapons, and supposedly all these weapons that are, like, the actual weapons that were from the original gods, they're all trapped inside, and I'm in the one that is dragon-related. Because everything is responding to Draconic, but not anything. There's a black dragon at the end, there's a blue dragon on one side, and there's a, what did you say? It was red?
Red.
Red dragon on the other side, and then it's you!
You by any chance, just curious, you by any chance don't have the ability to cast any poison, do you?
Oh, no. No. Why? I have
A test.
speak with beast, or speak with plants, but I don't think that's gonna help me here. I also have speak with animals, but they were responding to Draconic before, so yeah. Which is what I'm
If
speaking
you are
to
where
you
I
right
think
now.
you are, the statues are the key.
Oh,
Green dragon is,
Okay.
well, us green dragons, we breathe poison.
oh.
Red dragons breathe
Okay.
fire. Black dragons, well, breathe acid.
I don't have any.
And blue dragons breathe
um,
lightning.
I don't
So-
have any elemental spells.
You guys don't have
No, that
any
must-
poison potions, nothing?
Let me look. I'm looking.
Think so.
I have a vial of invisibility. And I have, let's see.
Everything's in the bag of holding.
Oil of sharpness.
I have a torch and some tinderbox. And I also have a mess kit. I could feed them with the help. I also have my other longboard, which is Terror Storm. It does some stuff. But I don't wanna try to hurt them. Unless that's what I'm supposed to do.
Dragon mentions, those dragons are not real. They're merely conduits to speak to whatever creature you're trying to communicate to. If it is what I think it is, then they're merely conduits. They're just statues. But for them to activate, you need to apply the right touch.
Mm.
Will you pass this along to me?
Yes.
I take
I'm
off
just-
Serafina's crimson cloak in frustration and just start beating the red dragon with it, hoping there's some sort of flame within.
Okay.
Just like
Since it does not require you to actually cast fire on it, fire just needs to be touched with it, and believe it or not, it actually works. As the eyes of the dragon itself light up red, as immediately its head turns and actually breathes flame towards the center. So you start to see like this pyre start in the center.
You did
I love
something.
it.
Sweet. Okay. I mean, I do have one thing I could try, but it would mean using a lot of charges. Do you think it would work? I have you know my I have a fire, I have a cold, but you didn't say that. You said there was a lightning dragon in here, not a cold dragon, so that doesn't help me.
Just go with it as I start taking off the Titan's breastplate because it has resistance to being stunned, paralyzed, petrified, or poisoned, and start beating the green dragon with it.
It works.
God.
I love it.
Random shit go.
You just start beating the shit. This
So I
is
take-
Amanda's actual frustration of just beating the shit out of
I
things.
take my other bow, my Terror Storm bow, and then I just say, I hope this works. And I touch the lightning dragon just a little bit with my bow. Be like, please
Okay.
help, please
So
work.
again, as these dragons activate, they turn, their eyes light up, green for the green eyes, red eyes, black, and they start aiming in. The only thing left that you got to worry about is the black dragon, acid.
I'm gonna try beating it with the Titan's breastplate again.
Does
Stunned,
Titan
paralyzed,
breastplate
petrified, or
have
poisoned.
acid or any kind of acid resistance?
Nope.
Does not work.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Does not work.
Take my Cal's hand sickle.
Your
This
hand
is the one
safe.
that we stole.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and the one that is magical. It just says magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But and I'm going to touch it with that and be like, maybe.
Okay.
That's the only thing I think could have like acid or poison.
It does not work.
Oh, okay. And I'm gonna start rifling through my stuff and be like,
And you're like, God damn it, Renora, where's all your shit? I need all the
Where
shit
is
in the
it when I
bag.
need it?
Like, yeah.
With demonic crossbow, again, doesn't have acid damage, but I shoot it anyways.
Okay, let me look at the stats for the demonic crossbow.
Bum, bum, bum.
Demonic energy.
What cloaks did you all take? Do you remember?
I don't have that cloak on anymore. I have my featherfall cloak on.
I think I have the crimson cloak on still.
I know I have one of the cloaks. I just can't
But
remember
I
which one it
do
is.
have the cloak. Oh no, I don't have the cloak with me. I would have given it back to Renora. The
So I
holder
take
of all
out-
things.
Mhm.
I do have 2 daggers. I don't know what they do. All I know is they're red and blue. And
Throw 'em.
I just
Fuck it,
touch.
throw them.
I touch them with. I touch them with it.
Okay.
The black
Nothing
one.
seems to work, but then after so much of you guys actually like doing every sort of damage to it, it just eventually just kind of almost deactivates.
Acid.
As the eyes themselves turn off and nothing seems to happen, but as the 3 other dragons finish up storm, fire, poison, they eventually turn off and then shift back. But instead of it just ending, the pyre still is activated
Hello.
as this
Hey, Satan.
lightning, fire, poison starts spinning itself around, almost like it wasn't supposed to have acid to begin with.
Yep.
As it keeps spinning and spinning and spinning until it starts closing up into a single straight line, until you start to see it form a humanoid body.
Oh, hello. I say in Draconic. Hello.
Turns into a black image until you eventually see the ashes of this black image go away, until you see this purplish dragonborn stand there with a very majestic look.
Say hi and wave my hand in Draconic. Hello.
Greetings. I assume that
Is
you
he
are the
saying in
two
Are
who
they
hold
saying
the
in
blades.
Draconic or are they saying in Draconic or in
They're saying it in
common?
common.
Okay. Oh. Hello.
We are.
Yes. We're the ones that have the blades. Yep.
Looks at you. Kind of starts walking forward as you see this purplish blue dragonborn with these long dreads. Mostly black, but has a little bit of blue highlights and purple highlights on him, where there's this majestic, like almost like floating armor over the pauldrons and this large, long drape that almost has this floating holographic design on it. This tail that's really long that almost is wrapping around the body so it doesn't have to drag on the ground. Several rings on. Almost like this one is a little bit more of royalty. Kind of starts walking up with these glowing bluish eyes. Oh, it's been so long.
Are you taking a nap?
Well, what else am I supposed to do?
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. What's your name? I'm Mixus.
You already know my name.
I do? How do I know your name?
Winged Vengeance?
No, that's the name of the blade. I'm one that lives within the blade. At least for now.
Yeah. But I don't...
Your actual name is...
He just kind of like...
Not Winged Vengeance.
Mr. Not Wing Vengeance, sir. Sir fancy.
Can I just call you Mister? Is that what I say?
I prefer you wouldn't.
Oh. Is your name just really hard to say in common? You can say it in Draconic. I can say it in Draconic. I just have to be remembered because I don't remember, and I'm not from this realm. And sometimes I forget things, and if I don't write it down, then I don't forget it, and then I don't know what it is. And I only know one dragon. I know the green dragon, and he's not you.
Also, Joe, I just turned the stream on, and Sarah and I are in each other's spots.
That sucks.
Steve. Sucks to suck, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. What do we do about it?
Helga says she's a big doo-doo head, and then...
Nora says, I secretly love all of you, and I wish we could be friends forever.
I would
That
never
doesn't
say
sound right. That doesn't sound right at all.
No.
But, so,
Feeling.
yeah. I don't think we know your name. I don't think we've met yet.
No. We haven't. You met my brother. Him and I share a name.
You're Bahamut's
I am.
brother-ish?
Younger brother.
He's your younger brother. Oh.
He gained all the titles.
Okay.
We gained all the labor.
Oh. So you're the older brother?
He's the older brother.
Oh, he's the older brother. You're the younger brother. Okay. So are you the baby of the family?
If you must inquire based on age, I'm about in the middle.
And you
Okay.
don't have your own name.
Our father wasn't very clever.
Well, you need to have your own name. This is not okay. You should not have to share your name. You should be unique because you are very cool looking and you should be unique. We should figure out a name for you.
I mean, I could just call you Junior.
No,
Boss.
that's
He
not
immediately
nice.
just kind
That's
of
not nice.
starts breathing a little bit of flame in his mouth. I'd prefer you wouldn't.
Or not.
Bucko.
Let's see. You're strong. You got really cool outfit and really cool, things. Let's try to figure out a name for you. Anyways, while I'm thinking, where are we?
I figured you'd know. You made it this far. Do you not?
No, I don't know where I am. I don't know a lot of things, so especially in this realm.
I'll give you a hint. What are you touching right now?
My blade. Yep.
Exactly. This is where you are.
Oh,
As he
where
starts
is that?
walking around and he's pacing. I'm not surprised from understanding of the world that you're in. Our race has much been forgotten, and for my big brother's reasons I do not comprehend. I'm an Adolan. One of 9.
Yeah. Okay.
Due to him being a giant ass, he decided he didn't want us around, so he decided to imprison us within his power. Therefore, until we're able to get free, we are forever locked inside these blades that he created. And right now, these blades are yours. He must have figured that one of you couldn't operate by itself, so he split it in
That
two.
would be me. That would be me. I'm too little. I'm the one that touched the blade.
Well, at least he did you a favor. If he allowed you to just do it by itself, you would have gone into madness by you merely using the blade. Or the bow, in your case.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
You know what's going on in the outside world?
I'm very aware.
People feel?
I might be asleep, but I'm aware of all. It's kind of annoying. You mortals
I have a
are
question.
strange, to say the least.
Well, yeah. People are very strange. A question for you. Is this okay?
Is what okay?
Is it okay to ask you a question?
Might as well. That's what I'm here for.
Okay. So one of the other blades was talking to another person that owns them. Well, is holding them, overlooking them. I don't know what it's called. Inherited it. And said that, people are trying to work together. What's his name? Do you remember the name of the dude that is not stuck in any of the blades? And he's also one of them? I don't remember his name. I think I was away from the table.
Just let me check the notes of my brain.
Brain
Just open up like a notepad in your
anime.
skull.
Go through the Rolodex.
Let me wander my mind palace.
Let me look in ye old
Read
filing
through my
cabinet.
mind notes.
Ye old file
I
cabinet,
believe
yeah.
his name was
Yep.
Yeah, the
Was-
EO file.
Do you need it?
Anime
do you
or
need
anime?
to go back
Anime?
to
Anime?
for that?
Anima.
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 Like-
His name is Anima.
Anima.
Not enema.
So,
Not an enema. Not an enema.
Not that.
Anima.
Anima.
That's what we're done with them.
So he was talking about that he wants to release you all so that you guys can, overthrow Bahamut, the other Bahamut, not you. This is very confusing. I need to figure out a name for you. But the one thing I'm worried about if we did that, so you guys have lots of cool powers, right? But do you remember that your brother had daughters? Or have you been stuck in this state that you don't
I'm
know
quite
that?
aware of them. Yes.
Well, one of them, Kokobio, she's kind of gone off the deep end, and she's kind of weird, and she's kind of evil. She's trying to, I think she's trying to destroy all the realms, kind of, in a very strange way. And so what I was mentioning this before. My worry is that if you guys are all released, what if she uses that for her advantage and she takes you hostage and she somehow strips you of your powers and she uses them herself and she creates a new world under her command, like she takes over for her father, and then all of us die.
Basically what she said are our concerns.
You're You're definitely definitely a wild one. You're getting a little ahead of yourself. You're worried. You're worried about something that's theoretically out of your hands. As far as my niece getting a hold of all of us, well, let's be honest. There's rules, restrictions put on the way to wield us. If she wanted to do such a thing, she would have to get someone else to do it for her.
Right.
None of the gods can wield a blade, with the exception of Bahamut himself. My older brother, to be specific.
But
So-
wouldn't that help if she enslaved some kind of mortal or humans? Yes, humans. And to do that, like she could like wait until what's his name gets all of you guys all together, and then blah, never mind. I'm gonna take all the blades and have an army of non-immortals, like mortals. Yes, that's the word, mortals, and take them and say, haha, now you're a slave to me.
Interesting theory.
Do you have any way to put your niece into check?
Not really. As long as I'm stuck in here, I can't do much. But to put you at ease, as soon as someone has the ability of the blades, they become themselves a god, and therefore immune to any other outside effects. So if for some reason, let's say your theory comes in solid, someone's being manipulated, they're able to successfully, as you say, put the blades in, channel the power. As soon as they got the power, which yes would be annoying, they themselves would no longer have the effect of Kokopil upon them, and then themselves would be an independent god outside of her control. So
I see.
yes, still a problem, but not the exact problem that you're thinking of.
Because the other dude was talking about trying to release you all to make you guys like a council of, whatchamacallits. And, yeah, I don't know if that would work, because can you all get along, and can you all make a decision that would like come to an understanding so that you could rule over all the realms, or would you just remake all the realms?
I'll be honest, I do not know who you're speaking of. One of my siblings, I'm assuming, but
He's the only one that didn't get stuck in one of you guys.
Oh, you're speaking of Anima. As far as... So Anima didn't say that to you. That was Misuchi that said that, to bring them all together. That's not what Anima said. Anima just wants the blade, but he never said why he wanted the blade.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that it was Misuchi then.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then
My bad.
Bahamut now mentions that if this is what she is asking of her wielder, she must want to take things back to the way they were before our older brother decided to fuck over her
Enslave you?
siblings.
Yeah, enslave you into
These shells.
shells.
But all intents and purposes, if Misuchi is the one that's saying this, her intentions are most likely pure. Although we've been in these blades for thousands of years. I haven't talked to her in such time. But without giving you the full 100 years of story, we were a council once upon a time. We led our previous world with what I thought was harmony, along with our older brother. But he aspired for more, along with Anima, and they cast us out so that way they could start a new world. To be honest, our world was reaching a sort of calamity that we could not stop. But since we disagreed with our brother and Anima about how to do it, they didn't want us to constantly be a opposing council of sorts. So he decided to trap us. Bahamut by himself could not do that, but with the help of Anima, the job was done. And in doing so, he was able to trap us within his own power, which granted him this status that he has, the ability to create these realms. But his aspirations even exceeded Anima's, and I'm assuming he cursed out Anima himself. But Anima has tactics and ways to stop him, so I'm assuming Anima himself, based off what you're saying, is not cursed within a blade, and therefore free to move within his own domain. But
he's currently trying to get Mrs. whatever her name is, Mrs. one.
I do not know why. It all depends on the blade that Masuchi has. She's always been the one of us that is more honorable than the rest. It all depends on the power of the blade, depends on the reason why Anima wants it. But whatever happens,
make portals to things. They can make portals to places.
Well, that could possibly answer it. If the blade is power enough to create portals anywhere, if Anima is able to hold the blade, Anima can be free of wherever he is.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
The power of the blades exceed any kind of blade that will exist in your realm. If a portal can be made through a blade, it can be made to access anywhere, even in dimensions that have been locked out by the blades themselves.
Oh, okay. So I think I figured out a name for you, if you don't mind, if you like it.
If I like it.
I'll put it in the... I'm gonna try to put it in the chat, we'll see. Because I don't know how to pronounce it. This as Eber speaking, it doesn't know how to pronounce it. Quickly. Data science skills. Yes. There we go. I'll put it in the chat. I don't know how to spell it. I was trying to chat it in the Forge and it didn't work.
Dutath?
Kalud.
Calida?
Is that supposed to... What is it? What does it mean?
It's a draconic name for Dragonborn.
Oh.
Oh, it's just for a Dragonborn.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Not sure.
Do you like that name?
I mean, I've
Cal for short.
been knowing my name for thousands of years. To change it on a whim is going to be, let's say, difficult. If it makes you more comfortable to call me that, by all intents and purposes, feel free. But, it's definitely different.
Okay, well then, can we call you something different? Like, because I feel like it's not fair that you have had to share your name with your brother all this time. You know?
No, that's how our father had us. And that is what it's what we've been used to.
Wait, can I call you cool guy?
You're called what?
Cool guy.
Cool guy?
Cool guy, McGee.
Yeah, cool guy. Like, cool guy.
Cool guy. Cool guy.
Cool guy.
A woo guy.
The poor cool guy.
We got our own soundboard. It's great.
God.
He comes, the cool guy, he comes.
He's a cool guy and a fun guy.
Who'd you talk to?
That cool guy.
I just want to know, because like if we're using our weapons while we're stuff, do we call out to
I'll tell you
for
what.
help?
I'll tell you what. If this is really such importance to you,
Yes.
I will give you what my siblings call me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of it, but this is their way of picking on me for sharing the name of our big brother.
Oh.
They preferred to always call me Aiden.
Aiden?
It means
I'll
little
call you
dragon.
Aiden. Oh, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna call you Aiden because that sounds nicer.
All right, fair enough.
So, anyways, we're and I look at Fedra and be like, I've been talking a lot. Is there anything you want to ask him?
Soon as she quiets down and pauses, Firna's just gonna ask, what are your intentions, or what would you do if you were free of this blade?
I guess it depends on how I get freed. If for some reason you free me along with my siblings, I guess it's up to them. I'm not really the, I guess you can say, alpha of the group. But if my sister wants to relieve our older brother of his title and essentially make it where multiple rule instead of one, I find that as a suitable life compared to what I have now. But if you're asking if I have any missealed deeds, I haven't really thought of it. I've never really had any aspirations for anything else but my family. I have been kind of, if I dare say, disgusted with the way a lot of your world has been in the past thousands of years. And I'd prefer that to be stopped, but I'm not one to bring war to stop war. Hence why I'm disgusted with the way that the world has been turning.
And if your siblings would want war, would you go with them?
It's a complicated question and therefore a complicated answer. It's hard to tell. Things have changed. I'd like to say no. But with my 8, that are in the blades, if they decide to wake up with me and decide they all want to go to war, I'm not going to be the one that says otherwise. But if no one else brings up the idea, I won't push it. I don't know if you have a lot of siblings, but you won't be the one that's out. I wouldn't necessarily appreciate it, but after not seeing my family for thousands of years, I'm not going to immediately argue with them on the point. So,
what if one of your nieces tries to go to war?
you and I both know that they're both already at war.
Well, yes, they've been at war with each other, but what if they turn around and try to war on you guys?
To kill us? Not likely. They are heartless bitches, but they will not hurt each other's family. Thus we would not harm them.
And what if they try to harm God?
Well, if it really comes that far, I'm not going to fight back. I'm not going to harm my family, even if they're harming me. It's not my way.
Oh, I see.
But them harming me would not allow them to absorb my power. Only Bahamut has that ability. And therefore, it's the one trait that he had that he did not pass down to his children. To absorb others.
Okay, it makes sense.
Now,
Okay.
anything that they created, they can absorb back into them.
Yeah. They created a lot of things.
And that was their purpose, to bring life to these realms. But they lost their way. And I'd like to say that if we
Go
all
ahead.
came back, we would like to put them back on the correct path. But that does not mean that if your path leads in their way to stop them, I by any chance am not going to try to stop you. If my job and my fate is to help you eliminate them, if that is so your path and so your fate, I am duty bound to assist you.
Okay.
How do we get out of this realm, and can we come back?
Depends on you. You both carry a piece. You both carry each a piece of me. That is the blade itself. And as you know, that once you became attuned to it, it became a source of power that you chose. As all of a sudden, your weapons absorb into his hands, and he holds the bow in one and the axe in the other. These are what you chose. These are what will lead you on further. It is up to you, here and now. Is this a path that you want? Is this a path that you think is for you? Unlike some of the wielders, I don't have to give you my power. Even though you're granted this power from older brother, I can choose to strip it from you and go somewhere else, if deemed necessary.
Right. Understandable.
And as much as you two have become useful, and as far as I am concerned, quite unique warriors, to say the least, if you were just going to be adventurers in this world, there's no reason for you to have to hold such powerful weapons. But if you feel that your path intersects this conversation that we have recently spoke of, then I will assist you further than I already have. In fact, I already have. Before you fell, I gave you a temporary bit of my extra power. I summoned myself to your aid and helped you slow down that creature that eventually dropped you from the sky. Now, I apologize that I wasn't able to do anything further, but you didn't know of me, and therefore I could not talk.
Makes sense. But now
So,
I know you.
Now you know me. It is up to you, here and now. As he starts spinning the axe in one hand and balancing the bow with the other. I will give these back to you, along with more, if you can promise me that your path is, first, a righteous one, and second, an obstacle for Armros and Copial, a hindrance, not a helping hand.
Oh, I think we do not want to help Copial at all. She's been pretty nasty.
I'm gonna walk up to him right in front of the axe and kind of put my hand on it and just say, my family was stripped from me. I have no hope of ever seeing them back. And I'm gonna look at Mixus. I found a new one. I found siblings. I found companionship. And then I watched as their world burned. I'm not stepping aside. I'm not leaving them. I'm continuing with this path.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty pure of heart, I think. I don't normally do anything bad, but I don't like when other people are hurt, and I would say that, you know, if a god is taking their time, is purposely trying to hurt people, then that's not okay. And I will keep continuing to fight for good peoples. Because there's areas of the realms that have been affected by a lot of things, and we don't usually talk about it much in the Feywild, but there's been some sadness over the years.
So you're willing to be guardians, protectors, but also warriors against this threat.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, it sounds like it would be fun.
As he holds the blades, you start to see them start to glow. Start to change a little bit. You can tell they have a little more arcane energy.
He's holding our axe and bow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
As he passes them back to you. Then take them. With my blessing.
Thank you.
And whenever you'd like, you make contact on me. Ask for aid. But
Aid.
I will warn you that with this assistance, with this help from my power,
Mm-hmm.
you will lose a connection with my older brother.
Oh. You mean? Yes. Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
He hid us for a reason. And if he knew that you were communicating with me, I couldn't imagine what he would do. So, I bless these blades with my connection and his disconnection. I advise that if for some reason he contacts you, you do not mention him about me. It is safe for you, and it's safe for your friends.
Makes sense.
On my end, I will take care of what I can. With you as my eyes, I can at least research and at least figure out a step for you to take further. I know of what you all want. I know what your friends want. And your friends want to find this creature. This winged beast that dropped you from such a height.
Yeah, they want revengeance. They want revenge.
There is very little I know about this creature. But if revenge is what you want, I will not hinder your way. Take into account the one thing I know about this creature is old. Very old. I'll do my best to try to find out as much information for you as possible, but I have to start off at kind of square one. I know very little about anything, and I'll do my best to try to find out for you.
For some reason, it wants Seraphina. Do you know who Seraphina is? You probably do. You've been watching. What am I talking about?
I'm aware of her. I
She
know
used
of
to be
her
a
past.
god. Yeah,
For a temporary amount of time.
yeah. She was a god for a while. She did stuff.
And she did it with stride. She was able to bring a light into the heart of Armoros that did not exist. But it was not enough. Armoros is back with Kakolpil now. Through and through.
But it's not just Cocopio we have to worry about anymore. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And what was his name again that he told us? Sorry.
Aiden.
His Aiden.
Aiden.
Aiden. Yeah, it's little dragon.
If we need him, we ask for aid from Aiden.
Thank you, Aiden. It's nice. It was nice meeting you.
Pleasure. As
And-
holding these
and
blades, you
then-
immediately can understand how to exit into this realm. As you immediately just can focus on the blade and you can pull yourself back out to your physical body.
Woof.
I'm gonna do that.
As you immediately pull yourself back out and your eyes just... your eyes have been open, rolled over for the past 5 minutes as you're just kind of... Oh, wow.
Oh my god, my eyes. Ugh.
Like, are you two alright? Yeah, you look
Yeah.
freaking scary for a while. I mean, like, you didn't look in
Okay.
pain, so I didn't do anything, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's creepy.
Did
Oh, good.
did
Oh, good.
did anything bad happen out here? Ugh.
No, it's quite uneventful. I mean, I was mostly looking at you. You guys are freaky, and I was just like, you want to look away, but it's like, whoa, and I was just like, yeah.
What did we look like? What happened?
I kind of looked like zombies.
Oh, we look like zombies? What's a
Yeah.
zombie?
You know those dead things that walk around?
Like the reanimated things?
Sure. Kind of a big
They
word,
look
but
like
I think
a
that's it.
skeleton and they're like, "Argh."
Just imagine
Yeah,
if
yeah, I
Xander
think
didn't
that's
bring
it.
me back, and I just got up and decayed and started walking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little creepy. Just a little bit.
Sounds creepy.
Well, we're good now. My eyes kind of hurt, but we're good.
And he gave us a lot of information and
Uh-huh.
help.
So,
Also,
with Bahamut's blessing, Aiden's blessing, his aid.
aid.
You're like,
Uh,
God damn it, you're like, why did I give him that name?
Your weapons have now unlocked to their full potential. They are now +5 instead of +3 weapons.
Ooh.
With a few
Will
extra
you be
bonuses
able to
they'll
fix
eventually let
them
you know about later. Yeah, I'll take care of them later.
Okay. So, Alfie, should we check to see if that caravan actually got here and they're okay?
It's only been 5
We should
minutes.
probably check on the group too to make sure they didn't get into too much trouble.
Also,
Never!
We should also.
It's been 5 minutes. They could have done a lot of shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
We should also tell them. Well, we don't have to tell them now, but we should also tell them that Armros, which I don't know that one, and Kokobio are working together now. Did Luna hear that when I said that?
Yeah. And she's like, kind of scratches her. Who?
Well, so Luna, I'm sorry to break this to you. You're a portion of your sister?
Oh, yeah, I got 3 sisters, yeah.
Right, well, you have another one,
Okay.
and,
Happy Thanksgiving.
well, that sister is working with your other portions of your sister.
They're working together like a family? I mean, that's how it should be.
Well, not really a family. More like,
Cult.
diabolical, like, let's kill the world.
Oh, that can't be right. They're not like that. I mean, they might be annoying once in a while, but they're not going to want to destroy everything.
Do you remember the one sister that you were trying to hide from because she was all creepy and crazy?
Yeah.
So times that by 5.
Man, that's not that creepy. I mean, it's scary for me, but
It's scary for the rest of us too.
oh.
Because
Okay.
you're the good one. Just so you know.
Well, I mean, I try.
Yeah, you're the good one.
I try.
You're the good
I
one.
put a hand on her head. Don't ever change.
Okay.
Hey, so we gotta go find peoples. So, yeah. You wanna skip? We can skip, or do you wanna run?
Yeah,
We can
let's skip.
Let's see who
This
can
is getting a
run
little
fastest.
weird. Let's skip.
Yeah.
Let's get too heavy. Let's get.
Skip my problems
She said
away.
I'm
Skip
gonna
my problems
watch
away.
them skip and run, and I'm just gonna meander behind.
Mixes,
I can't feel when I'm skipping.
The reason why Mixes says that is because they realize that like it's a little too much for her, because in her child form.
Yeah.
So that's why they're like, okay, let's go do stuff.
Okay. You can definitely tell she kind of doesn't really understand. She sort of gets it, but almost like there's kind of like maybe a psychological block that stop her from understanding.
Yeah. So she does. Mixes doesn't want to push it.
Sure.
So.
And like immediately as you start skipping, she just kind of like forgets the whole conversation. Like just gone.
Okay, follow leader. hop, hop, hop.
Hop, hop, hop.
Skip, skip, skip. Hop, hop,
Get
hop.
problems away.
Slide.
Repress.
I can't feel when I skip.
Repress.
Slide.
Repress.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Just have Mixus and Luna just running, just skipping, just says, I can't feel when I skip.
Can't feel when I skip. On the back, skip your problems away.
Man, we have so many short ideas that we just, I wish we could just make. But
Someone
you know,
needs to start writing these down for me so I can make the artwork for them.
You just have to watch the entire season.
Oh God, no! I can't do that.
well, I mean, I got a lot of ideas. I will write down a list if you want me to write down a list. I'll write down a list of like all these
Make a
different
list.
things we had.
Just look
List
at
it.
the board.
Okay.
So you
We're
guys
gonna
head back
go
over to the
back to the
tavern?
tavern.
Skip your problems away.
Okay.
I'm guessing the tavern is where everyone is.
If, I'm assuming no one left.
We
so you
haven't
just-
left, yeah.
So at this point, it's full nighttime. No sun is out at all. But you do enter back in. The group's still there.
Hi.
Been
What
drinking
have
all
you guys been
day.
doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say after a hard day of day drinking,
Yes,
We've been playing What's in the Bottle.
right?
Oh, this
Yeah.
shit's all over the place.
Xander's got a case of the zoomies and is just
Renora's laying on the table with her teddy bear.
She is.
Nora's
I love
having
it.
an alcoholic tea party.
Like,
Everybody's like, go to the side, it's like, give me the bottle,
Need.
give me the bottle, come get it. And it starts running around, starts drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah, Helga's chasing down Xander and
You
From
walk
his-
into chaos.
yeah.
When Renora sees that Mixus comes in, she's gonna like motion for her to come here. Like, come here,
Okay.
come here, come here.
Hi.
I named him Frederick. Don't tell anybody. Don't you dare tell anybody. And I'm like, grab her by her shirt.
As,
Don't
as Luna just like creeps out of the door, tell everybody what?
And then I'm gonna grab Luna by the face and push her away.
That's rude.
Yeah,
they're
well,
hiding secrets. Secrets don't make friends.
Shush.
You're right, Renora. Secrets don't make friends.
So you named it the same, kind of like the name of my stag?
Oh, did I?
Yeah, that's okay. That's right.
Was that Renora or Sarah?
That was Renora. That was actually both. I didn't.
That's okay. It's okay. Remember, in your guys' tongue, you can't really pronounce his name, so I just called him that.
Maybe. But
It's okay. It's fine. They can be friends.
sweet
right?
child, and she's
Frederick
gonna like try to
Franz-
shush you, but
Franz
just being like this, like,
Stegosaurus Rex.
Okay. She is drunk.
I've been drinking nothing but liquor all day.
We've been playing What's in the Bottle. We've been
Yes.
mixing.
I've been
You,
hard.
instead of having a food
Yeah.
baby, you have an alcohol baby at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
You look at
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I ain't touching it.
Fee. I look at Fee and be like, maybe we should find them some water.
I'll come up with a
No.
better name. Start hiccuping.
It's fine.
Water or sleep at this point.
I'm
kind of
fine.
like
I'm
This is called
poke Renora to
celebration
watch her wibble and wobble.
I'm sitting still, but I'm just
Renora, it's time to go take a nap. Okay?
She has been. She just woke up. It was adorable, really.
You can have more later, but you need a nap.
Like, she's falling asleep, she's still holding the bottle, someone tries to take it away, it's like, no! My bottle!
exactly.
I'm not done.
Cradling the bottle.
Okay,
A bottle
that's
and a
Frederick,
bear.
you're my only
This
friend.
dissolves into like
My-
I'm
sound.
just gonna
Sleeps
go
with a
find
sword in the
whoever
hand.
is
Come and
around.
get some.
I'm gonna go find
My bear!
I'm just gonna find people and see whoever has food and just start bringing food to the
Oh
table.
no! If there's
now.
anybody else in this tavern besides us.
Well, no, it's full, but there's currently like a kind of like because they're not charging currently right now, they are constantly making just huge bowls to pass around of like
Banquet style.
a kind of a sort of stir fry. It's kind of like whatever they can find, so it's kind of like one of those like, okay, what do I got in the fridge, and let's make a stir fry out of it.
I'm just gonna grab a
It's
huge bowl,
Mhm.
huge bowl, and be like, Luna, grab one. and
I
then
grab
just
a few.
and just
Starts carrying
grab
over
a
her head.
huge bowl
God.
and put it on the table and be like, "Here, eat." To whoever's at the table.
And just falls head right into the rice.
The bowl just.
And I'd be like, "Renora."
Here, Teddy! Teddy bear, you need to eat some
Okay, enough. You children. You need to all eat something now. Don't make me angry.
Okay, Mom. And she's gonna face plant into the whatever food.
I put some in front of Murph. Eat. I put some in front. I chase down Xander and say,
Oh,
"Eat." I just like
he is-
throw it in
he
his
is the
mouth. Like I
adult
stuff
here.
it in his mouth, and then I look at Helga. Eat, and I like jump as high as I can and just throw it. Eat it.
Fucking like
Just trying.
dunk some food into Helga's mouth.
Yeah, right?
Pretty much.
Just climb up Helga.
Just like boom.
Face jam dunk.
Right?
Hey man, if
Yeah.
they're rice balls, Helga will try and catch it. Like if she just.
Yeah, no, I'm totally like force feeding as many of them I can.
Just like
I love
pitch nose and just open up mouth, eat, and just start shoving.
Yep. Here
You're
comes
gonna
the
sit down
airplane.
with the model and just watch
Okay.
her dysfunctional family and laugh.
Can I find a funnel?
Yep, like I said, here comes the airplane. Boom.
Eat more. Eat it.
Freight train?
Yep.
This ain't gonna solve
So
it.
as you're being force-fed food,
This is great.
at this point, you guys are pretty much all, well, with the exception of like Mixus and Firna, you're all
And
pretty
Murph.
much
Murph
tired.
hasn't been drinking.
True. The rest
Right,
of you are
party.
pretty much tired at this point. Like with just hanging around, drinking, and now being shoved food, you're just kind of like, yeah, the bed sounds really great at this point.
So good.
And then
Oh, I am
like
not.
I can just
I was gonna say, I
picture,
feel like the bed is the last place Xander wants to go.
I
He
just
wants to strum his lute.
Eventually, you
Okay,
kind of see
so
like
I-
Xander like looking at a wall that's like a portrait of somebody. It's like, hey, what? Want a piece of this? I just took out a Goliath. You want a piece of this?
Like, all right, okay, I'll play you a song. And then
and I look at Luna and go, "You watch Xander while we get the rest of these hoodlums to bed."
Okay,
Mama makes us.
I'll make sure I shut him up. And she starts walking over and she starts pulling like a little towel out from behind her, and she starts getting ready to like, does this smell like chloroform to you?
And so, and then I go,
The gag
I look at
order.
Mama Fee and be like, "Okay, you get Hulka. I'll try to get Nora and Murph." And you see me like going, "Okay, give me your hands. Come on, guys." This tiny little thing, like slowly trying
He's
to
the
get you
sober
guys,
one.
getting you guys
He is
up
the
off
sober
of the
Yeah, I was gonna say
table.
Murph is sober, but I mean, if he wants to play along,
Murph's gonna take the. Murph's gonna say, "I'm alright. I'm gonna take the first."
Oh,
What's
You know
that?
what?
Say it again.
Cut
take the
out.
first watch.
First watch. I'll take first
Oh.
watch and keep an eye on Xander. I'm alright.
Okay.
Yes.
But
Okay.
thank you.
So you were just playing that you were drunk?
I was never drunk.
Oh,
When-
I'm not a drunk.
oh,
I'm not a
okay.
drink.
Haven't had a drunk. I swear I'm not drunk.
I'm sorry, I just force feeded you then. Sorry.
He loves it. Don't let
Baby bird me.
baby bird me.
And so then I take
Oh my
Renora. I'm
God.
like, "Okay, Renora, let's go
Alright.
to bed. Let's go
Sorry,
to bed.
Mixus, but Renora's comfy, so strength contest to get me to get stand up.
Gosh.
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's not gonna work. I do not have any strength.
Murph can help you maybe, but
I have
If you-
zero.
I'll help. Advantage to make this, and then we'll see what happens.
all right. Well, so
We're gonna
if
do it
you
again.
like when you go to pull me, I'm gonna like wrap you up like the other like the teddy bear. So I'm just like. Like,
You who's the teddy bear now?
I can't breathe.
What'd you name this one, Renora?
She's out.
And I pick them both up and like carry
I'm
them
just
to their room.
I'm just gonna squirm out, like a little like squirm.
I love it.
All right, so who doesn't go upstairs?
Carry
Obviously
me home.
Xander. Okay, Murph.
Murph.
Olga's coming with us.
I'm putting the children to
Baby
bed.
Willie.
As
Yeah,
Luna
Murph's
keeps
like,
jumping like up to look up
"Bye."
the tail. We should all go to bed. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Come on. Let's go.
Joseph. Over there, Joseph.
And then so we're gonna get like we're getting Helga and Renora to bed.
Yeah, Helga's
And
more
Frederick.
like
Don't forget
she's not
Frederick.
necessarily drunk. She's just more in like a state of uncontrollable giggles that like clearly she needs to go to bed, but
Uh-huh.
it's more of like
Slap
a
happy.
slap happy kind of.
I picture like all of a sudden Helga's like at the end of the bed just laughing, and then Mixus goes and just pushes her over to fall onto the bed.
Yeah. Helga sleeps on the floor. Helga don't need a bed. She still sleeps on the
she's
floor.
just gonna throw you on the bed. Like she's gonna push you on the bed because you're
Cool, and
giggling.
Helga's gonna roll onto the floor.
Okay. And then we're gonna try to get
What's going on
Renora
out there?
in where she needs to get, and then it'd be like, where'd you put Frederick? Well, I'll get the teddy bear.
Oh, Fred.
Where'd you put him?
Oh.
Frederick's been tight in my
Oh,
other arm this whole
okay.
time.
You just sleep with the teddy bear, okay? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Sleep
Okay.
tight. Sweet dreams. And
Helga
then I
sees,
shut the
Helga
door.
sees Renora. Helga sees Renora with the teddy bear and just is giggling the entire time.
The whole time.
And
the
then I
whole
look at
time.
Mama Fee and be like, is there a way we can lock the door from the outside so they don't get out?
I'm sure there's a way. I'm gonna go back down and see if there's. Are these the rooms that we rented? So we would have a key, right? Or
I'm
are
assuming
these
you guys
just
are still
random
using the rooms that you procured during
Yeah.
the
How many?
current
The craziness?
unmanagement time.
Yes.
I am gonna go back down, find the key to this room, and then lock them in.
Squatters' rights. I heard they were our rooms forever.
We were here first.
We'll
here
just carve our
first.
names into the door. Like.
Okay, so you lock them in.
And
Besties only.
Right?
God.
For anybody
I
still
know
awake,
you sleep.
what do you guys want to do?
Huh?
Anybody still awake? What do you want to do?
we're going back downstairs.
Party.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go probably try and grab Xander so he can get some sleep as well.
Oh, I've slept for 2 days.
Days on days on
You're
days.
playing songs to a picture. You need sleep.
You're
Boys
serenading,
gotta
Put your
sleep,
box
lad.
back.
you're serenading the wall.
And you thought you honestly beat me in an arm wrestle.
Yes.
We bit of sleep.
Oh yeah, you need sleep.
And I look at Murph and be like, should we go walk around outside?
He stands up. Why not? Lead the way.
Sounds like a wonderful idea. I
No,
haven't explored
Xander, you're going to bed.
Not you!
Why? People of the land need to
No,
hear my name.
no.
and-
Luna immediately goes up to Xander
Firemen
and
carry him up.
Luna immediately goes to Xander and immediately just like jumps up at his face and immediately yells sleep, and she's gonna cast sleep on you.
Oh my god. The only
Beautiful.
way
I knew I liked this kid.
God. Can't win.
They see Mama Fee's gonna pick him up and just bring him to the room.
I'm like,
Okay,
Beautiful.
and we're gonna be outside. Did the caravan not get here yet?
No, it's not here yet.
Oh, okay.
It probably won't be
About
here
now.
till probably about morning.
Okay.
As we walk outside, Murph is going to keep tossing the sending stick slightly up in the air and catching it.
So were you really thinking to go with her?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a wild time. I went from being what I thought was a simple life to now gods, devils, demons. I mean, look at you! You're green! I've never been talking to a green person in my country.
You've never been to the Feywild Wilds, have you?
Not fucking once.
Oh, well, it's fun. You should come. After all of this, I'll take you. You can come, and we can go back to my house, and I can make you food. That works.
I might take you up on that invitation after it's all over.
Yeah.
But what did the blade tell you?
Oh, a lot of things. A lot of things. The one that's in our blade, the one that's in ours, he's kind of a pessimist. He's not very confrontational. He's actually a younger brother. So, yeah. But he's gonna do some research on the one person that dropped, feet from the ground. He said she's old, so, he's gonna try to do some research and let us know a little bit. But I did mention the whole thing. We were trying to mention the whole thing about, them being released. And he says that the other blade, the one that's in there, she's the most loyal and, trustworthy one out of all of them. But he doesn't know. He's only know that was back, thousands of years ago. So they've been stuck in the blades for so long that he's not sure. But yeah, yeah, and he said something about the fact that the other guy who came to try to take the blade, he must have his own alternative motives for things. But he did say that his niece and his nieces, which, oh yeah, by the way, the Cocopio and Armros are his nieces. They could be. They're together. They're working together now. So that might not be a good thing. So yeah. But he sees all. He even knows what we're talking about right now. He's watching.
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking.
But he did give me and Mama Fee some extra fun stuff now. So yeah. He's a dragonborn. He's cool looking. But yeah. I don't know. It's kind of strange. I mean, I knew there was always, gods of different times and such. I mean, because there's... I don't know if you've ever been there. Well, probably not, because the people shouldn't go there. But there's a part of the realms that are all connected. And the old creatures live there. The shadow ones live there. And you could see them in every realm. You can go to an edge and you'll find that area. But most people don't go in there. Because you don't come back, usually. So, but yeah. So, I've always known there's been more things out there. And, I've always been curious. And so, this should be interesting. He did say that, if we are on a righteous path, that he would help us. So, yeah.
Question is, what's a righteous path? What does that even mean?
He said that if we are an obstacle for Cocopio and Armros, he can get behind that. So, and I have a feeling that all the craziness that's been happening in this realm and in other realms and such has to do with the sisters somehow. They must have did something. And Seraphina seems to be... I mean, remember what happened when we pulled out V? That was creepy as fuck. Well, you guys pulled out V, you told us. But, it was creepy. And there must be something going on. And I wonder if all of the fake gods are that way. Who knows? I did ask him. I asked him if they all get released, and they have their powers. What if Cocopio or then their nieces try to take advantage of that? And they said that that's not possible because they can't be wielded by another god. So that means they would either have to be wielded by a mortal or something, but the moment that you take on their powers, if you took them all in, you would become a god. So then they wouldn't be able to wield them for her pleasure or whatever, or like influence anymore. They would be a separate god. So there's a lot of nonsense, a lot of weird stuff.
There's a fucking lot, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'd be honest with you, Mixes. I know before I met this group, gods, devils, demons, it didn't exist for me. I lived a day at a time by the edge of a blade. And now, it's wild. A more wild path than I think I've ever thought I'd find myself on. But, in times of my life when I was unsure, I went into the wastes, into the north, into the snow. And that is where Celine's going. So, that's why I'm thinking of going with her, if I'm being honest.
But the only
I don't
problem, I thought you and some of the others wanted to find the other lady because she hurt Fee.
I do. But when I find her, I want to make sure I've got the ability to take that vengeance fully.
And what?
And last time it didn't go so well for us, if you...
Yeah. But if you follow Celine, like, who says that they're gonna find something that will help with it?
You're right, we don't know.
And she seems to be... She's got her own issues right now to work through. And it seems like she needs to go find her family. I don't know if it'll be a good reunion, but it seems like she needs to find her family. Because, you know, from what it seems like, you know, she was separated from her father for all that time period, and seemed to have some resentment against that. And then, you know, he did his best to try to save all of you guys. And it's almost like she was upset that he didn't have her go with him, you know, so she could be there. And then when she found out, according to like what they were talking about, and she found out that her aunt was alive, that seemed to have, like, you know, betrayal of some sort. I don't know. You said that you talked to her sword and it was like things were okay to a point, but I don't know. Maybe it's because she's just really young. She's very young. And I don't know if she'd be open to, like, what a different path besides the, you know, one-track mind she's on. But I don't know, it's up to everybody else. If that brings us so that we can, you know, become more, pun intended, thorns in people's sides, that'd be a good thing. Right?
For sure.
But...
I guess we'll decide when we decide. But...
yes, so.
We do it together.
Yeah, true. I don't know. It's been very interesting being this room. It's been a lot more interesting once I found you guys. It was very boring before. Well, besides when I met the dragon. The dragon was fun. And Khalid was pretty cool, except it was really sad when it you know, it burned. But that brought us here. And we've had some cool adventures already. And that's much better than me being bored in the Firefly world. So, did I tell you how old I was?
How old are you?
250 of your years.
Oh, shit. No wonder you were bored.
Yeah. I've visited a lot of places. But not this round. I haven't been here yet. So this is the one that I'm in.
Well, for speaking for the shorter-lived races, sometimes adventures aren't enough. Sometimes you need them to have a reason, a purpose, a path. And I think we have to really consider what ours might be next.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm learning in this realm. You guys really, like, it really needs a path. And who knows? I mean, there must have been a reason why I was like, that looks fun, and jumped through the portal that I saw. So, yeah, I mean, this realm is definitely interesting. There's no, boredom here, that's for sure. But nobody believes me that I'm that old, but I am actually that old. Like, I could tell you things that have happened in the world for a very long time.
At this point, there's not much I ain't gonna believe.
I know. But it's because I talk different, and I'm so short. But I'm actually kind of tall for some of the other ones. Yeah.
Now that'd be a sight to see.
Well, like I said, when we're done with all of this, maybe you should take a vacation to the Firefly fields, and where Fred and all of them are. Well, I mean, that's what his name is in, common, because nobody can say his name correctly here. Yeah. And it'd be fun. Maybe all of you guys can come.
Maybe.
Probably
You said
will
there
want
was
some relaxation.
You said there was a caravan coming, didn't you?
Yep. They'll probably be here in the morning.
I'm gonna go to the outer wall for a few before I hit the sack. I'll see you later, yeah? He's gonna go to the outer wall and spin on the outer wall.
Okay.
Mixes is gonna go find Mama V and see what she's doing.
Mama Fee is sitting, relaxing, with none of her children around, just enjoying the bar.
Because everyone's
Enjoying
asleep.
some peace and quiet.
I mean, I think Luna's still with you, but
Yeah, Luna's.
Oh no, she. I was gonna say she locked her in a room with Xander.
Oh, is she? Oh, okay.
I would say Helga only really wanted to do maybe like a short rest, so at this point she's probably just like trying to open the damn door. Like, let me out!
Xander, sing a Luna song.
I just go sit by Mama V and be like, that's been a long day, hasn't it?
That it has.
And I start looking at all the bottles on the table, trying to see if there's anything left in any of them. And just quietly find a couple and just take a couple sips and then just sit there.
I'll probably sit there a while and then head up to sleep. Just
Okay.
enjoying the
I'm
peace
just
and quiet.
yeah, I'm picturing we're sitting in silence next to each other at a table.
In true mom fashion.
Yep.
Parent fashion.
Right, yeah. That is
I've
true.
been there.
Yep.
Okay. You guys have a couple more, and then you get your rest on. Murph?
He's gonna kind of lean against the parapet with the sending stone. The fuck does this mean? Kalabak! I would have words about this. And he's gonna hold up the sending stone and see what happens.
Okay. You surprisingly do not get a response. You just have to wait for a little while.
So be it. To fate. He's gonna put it back in his pocket and walk back to the tavern.
Okay. Okay, you make your way back to the tavern. Did you guys already go to bed, or are you still there by the time Murph gets back?
I feel like we'd probably just be sitting there. Are you gonna join the table of exhausted parents?
Silence.
Silent. Sit
parents.
down next. Sit down next to the Finra inside.
I kind of nod to you and then just go back to listening to just chatter or whatever's going on around us.
Okay. So you all just relax, take in the quietness of what is around while you can. But with the night ending, not much left on the docket. Unless there's something you want to do, the night will come to an end. As eventually make your way to whatever respected rooms, floors, whatever makes you comfortable, you find. Because we haven't done this in a while, I'm gonna have to go around to some people while you were sleeping.
Ooh.
So, Finra, give me a perception check.
Done.
Oh no.
Dun, dun.
You wake up in a nightmare where you're falling.
Oh no!
Don't ruin it! Ugh.
Sorry, Joe. My bad.
By the way,
falling.
Mixus would have went
We'll be at
outside and found a
21.
tree
21.
to sleep in.
Okay. As you get a restful sleep, kind of one of those things where it's like it's one dream into another one, so on and so forth. Until you get to one that's a very vivid dream. You actually have full control in this dream. But you can tell that you can't interact with anything. You start off in this large tunnel. Different than anything you've been in before. This thing, if it wasn't so bright, you would assume it's the Underdark of how wide it is. 40 feet wide, maybe 60 feet tall. A tunnel that just goes straight. At this point, you must be further at the end because you see a light at the end of the tunnel. And a lot of this around the area, you know, is plague infested. In fact, at an increased amounts. You see almost as if this is like a vein. Like you literally see plague vines wrapping in and out like blood vessels throughout this. You hear someone in the far end area, which is where it's kind of aiming you towards, singing a lullaby. Female. Sounds eerie, to say the least. No matter what you choose to do, the dream is pulling the wall behind you away, forcing you to have to walk, even if you have to do it at a snail's pace. It's not allowing you to stay still. You still are able to control yourself, but you get to choose the speed. But no matter what, per turn, you got to at least move 5 feet forward.
I'm going slow.
Okay. As you progress, this corridor is naturally lit up due to the plague infestation around the place. It naturally has this ethereal glow to it, something you've not seen before. It's almost as if this part of the plague is almost kind of magical in a way, which is odd. Usually if a plague infects someone with magic, they lose the magical properties. Plague doesn't interact back well with magic. But you eventually enter into this large cylinder room. About 200 feet wide, 500 feet high. With this large tree in the middle. Before you ask questions, this does not look like the tree that you guys discovered in the Shadowfell realm. The tree itself does look kind of like a life tree of sorts, but it's almost grown from the plague essence itself, like the dark fruit of sorts. all in all, most of its roots are dead. But it almost looks like it's the way it's supposed to grow. No foliage of any kind. It's just this rotted black tree. But on one end near the top, there's something that is hanging. Looks kind of crystallized. This large, about maybe 9-10 foot high, large, sort of dirty diamond that's hanging as if it was growing like a leaf from it. You know that however you're in this dream, no one can see you. You are just seeing something. You're not sure if this is happening now, if it will happen, if it had happened, you're just watching it. Eventually you see Ira. Bodies are scattered across the floor. Bodies that could not hold her. Eventually keep having to rip out due to just not a perfect source. Due to time she eventually has to rip herself out, they just can't sustain her. But she eventually flies herself up the dark wings. And her lifts herself up to this large crystal. As she just kind of gently, like a mother, slowly caressing like her newborn while it's sleeping. Soon, very soon, you will wake up once again, and will have our vengeance across this world, and then the others will fall. With you and I as one, nothing will be able to stop us. Not Cacopial, not Armros, not Seraphina. The Aberrant will be our puppets, and you will be their master. As you just start seeing her just kind of like she's taking like her own blood and she's almost like feeding this crystal with it. Like she just like slits her and she starts kind of wiping her hand on it as it starts to absorb it, almost like energy. Give me an investigation check on the crystal.
Almost an intimidation. That would not go well.
Intimidate that crystal.
8. From this distance, it's hard to tell what this crystal is. You can see that there's something inside. It does look like some kind of creature. It's hard to tell. It looks disfigured, but you have no idea what the original source was. You can't tell how off it is from the original, but you can tell it has definitely taken damage once upon a time. Whatever this thing is has long, dark hair. Fair complexion, one of either an elf or a human. But the way she's treating this is as if it's her child. Your brother, your sister, they were of no use. They failed. But you stuck with. You fought for me. You took me out of that prison. You stopped them from stopping me. And I will give you everything in return. And more. Once you awaken, you will have everything. I will give you everything I have and more. She just goes through and she starts putting it down. Soon. Very soon, my Soma. You will awaken. And you will become a blight across this land. Mixus.
Okay.
In your dream.
I'm in a tree, by the way, outside.
Okay, fair enough. you, as many times, you pull yourself back to home, back to the Feywild, back to what you find as peace and serenity compared to what this someplace shows as a nightmare compared to what you're used to. You see just you're playing with your stag, you're having fun, whether this is you before or you after, freedom and joy. But then you start seeing fireballs in the sky, catapults, until the time flashes by and a war is now struck the Feywild, until grasslands get burned, trees get destroyed, and you see the war of the humans and elves have brought their way here. Taken everything down with them. Creatures of old, some of them enslaved, some of them killed. But this isn't exactly the war that you've been told about. Not exactly the war that's currently happening in Averant. This isn't just simply elves and humans. There is something larger at play. You can see gods have taken their place in this war. You can see angels in high. Either part of it or placing bets on it. Whatever this is larger, on a grander scale. And it doesn't stop at Averant. It grows until there's nothing left. Very similar to a dream you've had before where you thought you started off at the Shadowfell, but really what you were was a stripped out version of the Feywild. This is how it starts, and that's how it ends. Till nothing is left. As you all sleep in your own ways, a few of you get a sense of a oddity. Murph. You don't really have a full dream that's in anything of description, but throughout certain parts of your dreams you have a sense of misfortune that's going to come down in the future. A sense of you now have a family, but one will be lost soon. Left behind, but unsure how. You just know that in the coming days, maybe months, but definitely soon, one of you will have to give to save the rest of you. But you don't know who, you don't know why, and you don't know when. But there'll be a moment where you can sense. It's not necessarily saying that you need to put yourself on the pyre, but it's necessarily saying that when this happens, you'll know. And somehow you'll know what is the right decision if that person decides to speak up, or if they're speaking up and it's not correct. You'll have the feeling of what is right and what is wrong. Lastly, Xander, you have a tough time sleeping. You keep turning over. It's not necessarily dreams that you're having, but you're being put in the same room as Luna. And she keeps stirring in her sleep. Having nightmares. Just tossing and turning, but she's not waking up. You hear her muttering something over and over again, and you just can't figure it out. Give me a perception check.
Go, Xander, go.
17.
Okay. As you listen in, she keeps repeating the same words over and over again. She keeps, in this hot sweat of her sleep, over and over, she keeps saying, peace or war. Peace or war. And that's where we're going to end
Like
it.
a bad stuff.
Gonna haunt me through both
Spooky.
campaigns.
All right.
Or what is it good for? Absolutely.
absolutely
War. Peace or war. Peace or war. All together now. Peace or war.
More.
Peace
Wow,
or
that's such a
war.
banger. Coming to
Peace or
Nimbus.
war.
So,
Here's your terrible dreams, net guys. We're gonna end that now. Sleep
Yeah.
good.
Right?
See you next time.
yeah, right. So, everybody, thank you for joining. Please do not forget to check out our other streams. We'll be having another session for the World of Aberrant. Again, talking about the Valerian from Campaign 1, our Triton, Friday. So stay tuned for that. We'll be going over that. And then next Wednesday, we'll be having episode 3 of Star Wars. So make sure if you want to see some more, less fantasy, more sci-fi, and you're in the Star Wars, which, I mean, if you're not, I don't know, come check it out and
I don't
enjoy.
know, tell ya.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Tell
Crazy.
you.
Why do you hate good things?
Good look in the mirror.
Right.
And some of us are going to be at the Geek Craft
Yes.
Expo.
And
this
if you're in
weekend.
Wisconsin
Ooh.
and you are close to Madison, come over to Geek Craft Expo. Some of us will actually be there. Some of us attending. Some of our friends will actually be working. So if you love checking out some Artist Alley at different events, this is kind of like a full Artist Alley thing. So we'll be
Yes,
there
that's
Saturday for most of the day
all
if you
it
want to check us out. We'll be walking around. Feel free to send us a message. Maybe we'll meet up and say hello. So with that being said, everybody have a fantastic night. Have a fantastic week, and we will talk to you next time. See you later.